Alert. What is your favorite song on this album?
The song I'll Be Here a While, I actually wrote when I was 20 years old, and when I was 20, I was a madman. I was a crazy, wild, destructive person, and I was writing the song saying, I'm going to live through these times. I'll be here a while. I'm going to make it through this mess to get some clarity, because I have always, the lyric of From Chaos Comes Clarity has been something that I've always embraced, of like experiencing a lot of things, but being careful to make sure you make it through, to learn the lessons from them. And in the song, I talk about being 20 and writing the song about making it until I'm 30. So it's appropriate that now I'm 30 and the song's coming out.
How about I pick my favorite rock one as being, oh man, it's so hard, like Uncalm or Sick Tight. And my favorite mellow one would be Amber or Champagne. So you got 4 of them.
I don't know that I have any favorites. Yeah.
I'm pretty partial to Full Ride and Wake Your Mind Up.
There's not one that's like, heads and shoulders above another. It's just they're all pretty equal,
What is a card check?
Well, we do card checks mainly to get a different perspective. Because you sit in one studio all day and you're hearing your song on one amp and one set of speakers, or if you're lucky, a couple of different sets of amps and a couple of different sets of speakers, but usually it's just one that you're focusing on. And just to get perspective, because, it can sound one way in the studio, and then you get to the car and you realize, that the guitars are low or whatever. So you try and fix that, and it's just really to get just to get out of the studio and get another perspective.
Is it hard for you to write a song?
No, I mean, not hard, but you just have to kind of record ideas when they come to you, or I do. So if I sit down and I try and write, or focus on writing, sometimes it doesn't do me any good. It's usually if I'm just playing my guitar, and if I'm thinking about a reggae song, then I'm be working on writing a reggae song. But as far as like the ideas that come are usually, they just come, and so it's always a challenge, but I wouldn't say difficult. I don't. Or did I? Did you? Who said? I don't know.
Why is this album special?
To me, what makes this album special is that we took the hard stuff and made it harder. We took the beautiful moments and made them prettier. We took the creativity of like grooving in new styles, blending new things like surf guitar with jungle beats and punk guitar and dance hall, and putting those all in. It's definitely going to be one of our most eclectic albums ever, yet it's going to be hard and heavy for the mosh pit, yes, yet also have some real moments of beauty and emotional intimacy, because we want to go in all directions at the same time if it's possible.
Does this album remind you of any of 311 past albums?
For me, the record feels like a little bit of sound system, a little bit of music, and a little bit of 311. And maybe for different reasons, not maybe all musical reasons, but still, I think if I'm feeling that while we're making it, I think the fans are gonna love it, and I think it's our best performed record to date, and the creativity and uniqueness of the songs is just I'm really happy with it.
Well, everyone's so different. It's hard to really judge it, because you take everything you learn from one album and you bring it to the next one. Every time you come to the plate, you've got that much more knowledge. But I don't know, it feels like the Blue album, just because it was Ron again, and we mixed at NRG and we recorded live, like I said, and the songs are kick-ass, and got a new label, and just I don't know, nothing could go wrong no matter what.
SAA's lyrics.
Yeah, yeah.
All I know is that if you read Grassroots, the album, and you start with Essay's lyrics, it's just like an alien. It is exactly what an alien would say. And on this one, I don't know. You'd probably have to ask him.
Oh no, you don't talk about lyrics.
Where do you get your inspiration to write?
Yeah, I'll find a book I like and I'll just take, basically. As far as lyrics go, it's like being inspired and whatnot. A lot of times, if we're starting a record, we don't have, all the instrumentals going. So what I'll do is I'll, just listen to some beats and whatnot that I've been digging, and oh yeah, I like this guy. Man, I would love to write to that, So I'll just start writing like to that, like to this beat or something, and and that'll get me going, and that can be applied, because it all really can be mixed together, when you break it down. I mean, everything can eventually, find its place.
One word to describe this album.
Describe this album in one word.
Energy.
Power.
Tasty.
Nice.
What is the sign I told myself about?
That situation that everyone's been in when like there's a girl that you probably shouldn't really be calling anymore, but you just really can't resist, and it's almost like a vice that you're trying to kick. And about that inner struggle of, I told myself I wasn't going to call you, but here I am dialing, and it's just, to me, it's got that friction, that conflict that everyone's been through of trying to sort of resist the temptation with someone you shouldn't be dealing with.
Narrowing the sides down.
Well, it came down to 15, and it's always hard, and you hate to cut any, but at the same time, it's nice to have some extra songs. There'll be some songs on the next enlarged to show detail. We'll put some of the B-sides on there, and they sound great, and they're good songs. It's just a matter of what we want to do on this record, and just keep it with the 12 tight, and so.
What is it like working with producer Ron St. Germain?
I think that we really kind of regained our stride and our creativity on this album like we had on maybe the Blue Album or Music, because we really knew what we wanted to do. The album came to us quickly. It wasn't like pulling teeth. It was just letting it flow out of us, and a lot of it was just because of the vibe around the studio, and also getting Ron St. Germain back, I think was really, really helpful.
It was great working with him, and it's like the most fun I can remember having working on a record, really.
It's good just to have someone that knows about analog audio and, won't steer you wrong, and someone you can trust, And so I think those two things just made the record for me awesome.
It's amazing. He's knowledgeable about all the new things, all the new technologies that goes on, but he's fiercely analog and knows backwards and forwards everything technically about sound, and will go on for hours about it and teach you everything you want to know and even more.
Working with Ron St. Germain was the funnest part of the whole experience. Just his enthusiasm.
What do you want your fans to get out of listening to this album?
A big boner.
A boner, not edit.
Our hardcore fans, our true fans, will get this record. They're going to understand it, and they're going to be like, damn, yes.
I just hope that the 12 songs that they like every song, and they enjoy listening to the record, and they like throwing it on when they're outside in the summertime, when they're inside in the wintertime or whatever. Hopefully it's just a good companion to them and makes them feel good, or whatever music, however it heals or helps, hopefully it'll heal and help or make people happy or enrich their lives in some sort of way.
Why are you excited about this album?
I think it captures the energy of our live shows, and gives you the feel of the hybrid music that we like to bring to the masses, and I don't know, just trying to freak new styles and put dancehall and drum and bass rhythms together, and which are already similar, and play it in a band. It's just fun to do. Just trying to keep each other interested musically, and I don't know, try and do new things, because it's our 6th album. We've done a lot of stuff, and we've covered a lot of ground, but there's always more and new things, especially if we keep each other excited, and that's what we really did on this.
It's you know, it fits into with what we've done over the years, and it's also got you know a vibe that is present, you know, that you feel today. You know, it's got like some rhythms and whatnot that you know you're hearing and understanding, you know, more so these days than if you had heard them, you know, 3 years ago even, they might have went over your head. But so there's that going on, and like I said, it just fits in with what we've done, you know, and have accomplished so far.
The most excitement is when you get out on tour and just take it straight, that connection you're making, and it's just a dream come true to be sitting there like looking out and seeing everyone rocking at sounds you're making and songs that you wrote. It's just like, it's a really beautiful thing. And you know, there's a lot of artists complain about the pressure or life sucks or this and that. I just really don't relate with that. I mean, I have problems just like anybody else, but you know, I would feel embarrassed to sit around and have the bulk of my work being complaining, because we're blessed by so much. Just to live in America, and especially to be a professional musician, is just like, it's a dream lifestyle. To just do something that you would be doing for free anyway is a hobby, and to make a career out of it is the bomb.